Harvard University under federal scrutiny. A $9 billion investigation into alleged antisemitism failures asterisk. The Trump administration launched a sweeping investigation on Monday targeting Harvard University's substantial federal funding, a staggering $9 billion in contracts and grants, over allegations of institutional failure to adequately protect students from antisemitism. This unprecedented move marks a significant escalation in the administration's ongoing battle against what it perceives as unchecked anti-Semitic incidents on college campuses nationwide. The probe, spearheaded by the newly formed multi-agency Joint Task Force to Combat Antisemitism, will meticulously examine over $255.6 million in contracts between Harvard University, its affiliated entities, and various federal government agencies. This comprehensive review, announced in a joint statement by the Department of Education, the Department of Health and Human Services, and the General Services Administration, GSA, extends far beyond these contracts. The investigation will also encompass a far more substantial sum, over $8.7 billion in multi-year grant commitments to Harvard and its affiliated organizations. This aggressive action follows a pattern established by the Trump administration's earlier dealings with Columbia University. The administration engaged in tense negotiations with Columbia over $400 million in federal funding, similarly citing a failure to protect students from anti-Semitic harassment. The administration initially froze the funding, only later releasing it under specific, stringent conditions imposed upon the university. The stark contrast between the administration's assertive stance and the institution's perceived inaction underscores the gravity of the situation. The timing of the announcement is particularly noteworthy. It arrives just 2 days after a powerful display of defiance from within Harvard's own faculty. At least 94 professors at Harvard Law School signed a strongly worded letter addressed to students, denouncing the Trump administration's actions as a direct challenge to the rule of law and the integrity of the legal profession. This letter, representing a significant portion of the law school's faculty, serves as a potent counterpoint to the administration's claims and underscores the deep divisions surrounding this issue. The investigation into Harvard's handling of antisemitism allegations is not merely a financial audit. It's a comprehensive assessment of the university's institutional culture and its commitment to fostering a safe and inclusive environment for all students. The administration's assertion that Harvard has failed in this fundamental responsibility has ignited a firestorm of debate, raising serious questions about the balance between academic freedom and the responsibility of universities to protect their students from harassment and discrimination. The immense scale of the funding at stake, a total exceeding $9 billion, highlights the significant impact this investigation could have on Harvard's operations and future funding prospects. The repercussions extend beyond the immediate financial implications. The outcome of this investigation will undoubtedly influence how other universities approach issues of campus safety and antisemitism, potentially setting a new precedent for federal oversight and accountability in higher education. Critics argue the administration's actions are politically motivated, citing the timing of the announcement in relation to the letter signed by Harvard law professors. They contend that the investigation is an attempt to exert political pressure on a prestigious institution known for its liberal leanings. Supporters of the administration, however, maintain that the focus remains on ensuring student safety and holding universities accountable for their failure to create environments free from harassment and discrimination. Regardless of the underlying motivations, the investigation throws a spotlight on the complex and often contentious relationship between universities and the federal government, particularly concerning the disbursement of substantial public funds. The coming months will be critical as the Joint Task Force meticulously examines Harvard's policies, procedures, and response to allegations of antisemitism. The outcome will have far-reaching implications, shaping not only Harvard's future, but also the broader landscape of higher education and the federal government's role in ensuring campus safety. The investigation's findings will be scrutinized by legal experts, educators, and the public alike, leading to a prolonged period of debate and analysis. The long-term consequences of this investigation remain uncertain, but its immediate impact is undeniable. Harvard University now stands at a critical juncture, facing intense scrutiny and potentially profound changes to its relationship with the federal government.